Hello, my name is John Lee. I am from Garden Grove, California, which is where Orange County and Southern California is. So, SoCal gang, where you're at. And I'll be attending Colorado College, a private school in Colorado Springs, as a Questbridge Max Scholar next year. One of my biggest dislikes about the college admissions process was definitely how time consuming it was for me. And especially because I'm very bad with time management. And honestly, I would just plan your time carefully because I definitely did not. And I really played myself with the financial aid when they left it all to the last minute with the CSS profile, the tax returns and everything. Like, definitely be prepared for anything that can happen. Like, don't be afraid to ask for help also because I came to my counselor's office literally every day, 3 weeks before the Questbridge app was due, and just worked on essays, asked about financial aid. It's really important you get help throughout this process. And one of my biggest likes about the college admissions process was definitely writing my essays. Like, I love telling my own story. It was really great to see how much I have improved as a person, and it was just a good time for me to reflect on my past 4 years because I really haven't had the time to do that, and it was just very eye opening to see, I guess, what I've been through in life and who I am now. And literally, people always say things change you along the way. Like, you will always have some type of event or some type of life realization. But for me, I didn't even realize that until I wrote these essays. And it was just beautiful to see how much I had grown as a person. And definitely, writing these essays really gave me a sense of hope that I would get into college. And also, it was just a way for me to tell my own story about my own background, who I came from, my adversities, and etc. And I hope you guys see that with the essays you guys will write too. And throughout the videos we make, such as college advice, writing essays, SE, ACT, you guys will realize that your stats are not everything and that your words matter more than numbers. So I really hope you guys enjoy the content we make. And yeah,
Hi everyone, my name is Dinah Trong. I'm from Minneapolis, Minnesota, and I'll be attending Pomona College on a full ride through the Questbridge National Match. So I would say the worst part of it to start out was the competitive nature of it. High school is definitely a weird, gross transition period between middle school to adulthood. I think high school is purely centered around college admissions. At least that's how it was at my high school. And we start to pit ourselves against each other with forms of classism and prestige and racism and affirmative action. And that's not it. That's not it. That's what DLA is really hoping to deconstruct as we continue to provide college access opportunities and information to all people. The best part, though, of the college application process for me were the amazing friends I met through Questbridge. I met going to fly-ins who have really made the college application process for me to be very empowering and healthy and fulfilling and a beautiful reflective process. My advice for you is to please just make friends, please just have fun, and join a community of bright, intellectual, compassionate scholars, because I know a lot of you going into this college application process, you start out with like a simple thought of, I want to help people and I want to support my family after all the sacrifices they've made for me. But when we get into these struggles of competition and classism and admissions percentages and SATs and ACT scores, like, we end up losing that. We end up losing our intention of wanting to help people, and we end up hurting and maybe even perpetuating the systems that we really hope to deconstruct.
Hi, my name is Pham. I'm from Torrance, California, and I'll be attending Stanford University this fall. I think the best part about college admissions, even though a lot of people hate this part and think it's time consuming, is the essays and supplements that you get to write. I think this is the best part because you get to make the essays fit who you are. Many of these prompts are designed to be ambiguous so that you can go out and find a piece of your life that you can mold and conform and present to the college admissions officers. This is really where you get to put you on a page. When someone reads your essays, they're reading your life, your passions, your interests, and it's basically a get to know you. These college admissions officers want to know if you're going to be a good fit for their school, and the essays is a great outlet for that. I think the flip side to that is that no one really knows how to play the game. No one knows who's going to get in, no one knows for what reason. So you really just have to put your best foot out there and hope for the best. There's going to be people way more qualified than me or anyone else on the team that are going to get rejected from these colleges, and no one really knows why. It's still a shot in the dark, even for the most qualified of applicants.
Hi everyone, welcome to our channel. My name is Anyang. I live in Chattanooga, Tennessee, and I will be attending Columbia University in the fall on a Questbridge National College Match Scholarship. For me, the best part of the college admissions process was writing the application essays. I felt like with the essays, I could reveal more about myself and speak authentically about my own personal experiences and how that has led me to the things I can bring to a college campus. You have to keep in mind that, especially when you're applying to elite universities, many people will have similar test scores and similar extracurricular activities. Therefore, if everyone is the same, how do you differentiate yourself? So that's my approach with the essays. With that being said, the worst part of the admissions process was having to balance that with schoolwork and regular senior life. The essays definitely take a bit more time because you want it to be well thought out and you want it to be well written, because it's also a way for colleges to analyze your writing skills. However, that and balancing schoolwork was definitely a struggle because it's your last year of high school, there's a lot of extracurriculars happening, and you're trying to keep up your grades, and it's just a lot going on at once. So that really wasn't fun. However, I will say this has been a really rewarding process because it's shown me more about myself, and it has allowed me to meet incredible people from all across the United States and even the world, and just learn more about how every person is unique in their own way. I'm a people-loving person, so being able to meet a lot of people was definitely a bonus, and just being able to experience what a supportive, cohesive, and intelligent community of peers was like. I really enjoyed that. Thank you for stopping by on our channel, and I can't wait to review more with you guys.
Hi, my name is David Morgan. I'm from Newport News, Virginia, which is pretty close to Virginia Beach, and I'll be attending MIT next fall. The best part about the college application process for me was, in a weird way, writing the essays. And I know that's something that a lot of people kind of dread doing, and it's something that like they don't really enjoy doing, but like for me it was really fun to be able to learn about myself and to be able to write about, you know, the experiences I've had, and, you know, the hardships I faced and the successes I've also been able to have because of my hardships. And I think writing about what I love and what I really want to pursue, I think that was really fun, and it let me learn a lot about myself. Now, the least favorite thing, definitely the toxicity that comes with admissions. As someone who attends a fairly competitive school in terms of like admissions and, you know, the whole process, it's really saddening to see that some people's entire lives are literally revolving around whether they get into Harvard or whether they get into Yale, Princeton, or MIT or Columbia, like, and you see people are really like they base their entire worth over getting into a school. And I know it may sound kind of superficial coming from someone who is admitted to a school like this, but I definitely do want to say that your life does not have to revolve around college admissions. And I do wish that toxicity would change, and that it's something that I'm trying to work through at my school, just by telling people, you know, hey, this process does not matter. It doesn't really matter what school you attend. As long as it's accredited, you're going to get a good education anyway. Like, at that point, it doesn't really matter. So that's definitely my least favorite part. And yeah, nice to meet you guys.
Hi guys, welcome to my name's Nalali, and I'm from Ontario, California. If you don't know where Ontario is, basically it's by the Claremont colleges, if you know where that is. But if you don't know, it's Southern California. And next fall, I will be staying in my home state and attending Stanford University. The best part of the admissions process was probably some of the supplementals. I know it's a lot of writing, it's annoying, and it's kind of long, but I don't know. I like writing a lot. I do poetry. I write poetry. For Stanford, there's a essay about writing a letter to your friend, and I almost wrote a poem, but I didn't, but it was still a lot of fun. I like just being able to express myself creatively. So having those opportunities and like fun little questions, like supplemental questions, like oh, what's like a quote from a song that relates to you or something like that. But the worst part of the college admissions process was probably like having to do all the clubs and like input all this stuff. Like there was nothing really wrong with it. It was just really tedious and I hated doing that, and it was a lot and I always put it off. And then I would forget that I had to do it, and then I had to go back last second and redo all of them because I didn't put any of the descriptions. I hope you guys enjoy the channel, and I hope you guys stay with us.
Hi, my name is Kevin Zhao. I live in San Francisco, California, and I will be going to University of Pennsylvania in the fall. My favorite thing about the college process were the people that I met. I really love the people that I met because it's like you form this support system with them and you get to like trade all this information that you learned. Like, yo, did you know that Boston University this year is actually offering 100% need-based aid? Wait, really? Guess I'm gonna apply. But things like that were really helpful for me throughout my college process because I didn't really know much about colleges, and having people sort of like give you that information and sort of where you can share your knowledge with them, that was something that I really found was like invaluable, and it was pretty freaking awesome to say the least. On the other hand, the worst thing that I found about college admissions is just this entire idea of building your resume around getting into college. Because for me personally, I've never thought of doing the things that I've done, like extracurriculars and such, as a way to get into college. And throughout the college process, I noticed that a lot of people have essentially built their resume to be sort of the model student for these top colleges. And as a result, I found that a lot of them seem to not really be as happy because they're not in doing things that they enjoy. The system is essentially forcing them to like do things because, yo, this stuff is great for your college resume. Just do it and you'll get into college. But as a result, it's like it gets people unnecessarily stressed, and that's sort of what I'm here for, to tell people, yo, you gotta be genuine. Do some extracurriculars, but do the ones you enjoy and be genuine about them because that is what college people look for. And honestly, with college AOs, a lot of them look for genuine people. Talk about that sometime else, but thank you all for watching my introduction. Toodaloo.
Hi, my name is Lily Dorstowitz. I live in Kalamazoo, Michigan, and in the fall I will be attending Yale University through the Questbridge National College Match. I think the best thing about the college admissions process is the interview. I think it's a great opportunity to present yourself well and in a fashion that's a little bit different from all the essays and even the recommendations. It's something that isn't written and it's not rehearsed, and it's just really just you sitting there saying, this is me, these are my answers, this is who I am. And I think that that's just a really awesome chance for us to present ourselves well, make good first impressions. I think my least favorite part about the college admissions process is the essays, particularly the supplemental essays, because those are really hard to get a hold of and figure out how to be both unique and still answer the prompt in a way that's suitable for college admissions counselors. So, yep, that's me. I'm so excited to be working with all of you. Welcome to the DLA.